today we're back again with another cake tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to do a pretty pink watercolour cake with some added silver leaf and a pretty silver topper. The things you'll need is a plate just for use as a palette for the paints. Then we're using the edible art paints by Sweet Sticks. I'll have a link in the description below where you can purchase these. I've got a range of 3 colours here, which we'll be diluting with the vodka to paint onto the cake. Then we've got some assorted paintbrushes, some silver leaf on transfer sheets, a silver acrylic 21 topper, just to put in the top at the end, and obviously the cake that's already been covered in fondant. So let's get started. So first off, you want to make sure you shake the paints really well, which I've already done, just to make sure that they're all mixed in together. And we're going to put a few dots of each on the plate. So you want to make sure you have a nice large plate, so then you can do a few different mixes of different variations of strength. So I'm just going to take a brush and some vodka. I'm just going to put a tiny bit in the cap so we don't put too much onto the plate. And we're just going to add a little bit at a time. You just want to mix that in before it runs away. So you can just do a little test on how thin and thick it is. You just play around till you get the right consistency. And that's pretty good because it's not too thick. I'm just going to add a little bit of the pink and put some vodka just in the corner here and dip it to dilute it and blend with the vodka. So you can add some stronger splashes of colour and then dip a tiny bit of vodka and go around the edges to smooth it out to look like a watercolour effect. So we want to keep going in with our different shades and different intensities, and then we can use our vodka to smooth it out. The vodka will evaporate off the paints, so there's no need to worry about that. So it will take a while to build up the desired effect, but as you can see, it's starting to build up. So now we're just going to take the big brush and just blend it a little bit on the top by going over with a thin wash of the darker with the vodka, just so it does blend a bit more, just to get all the colours to sort of work together. So we're just going to let that dry off for a little bit now, just because it is quite wet on the paints, and then we'll come back to put the silver leaf on, and then we can even find a ribbon just to finish off the board and add the topper. So now we've let it dry a little bit. It's still a bit tacky. We still want it a little bit tacky so then the transfer sheets of the silver sticks on nice and easy. I've gone ahead and added a white ribbon around the border. You can obviously add any colour of your choice. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of the silver leaf now. It's on the transfer sheet, so we're just going to take a little bit at a time and dab it on wherever you'd like it. Now we're just going to take some to the sides and just pat it down if you need to. So you just want to go in with your finger and make sure it's all smoothed on. This would look awesome too if you did like a dark purple blue for like a galaxy effect. So now we're just going to make sure we find the front, which is our best side. And then once we've found the front, which is there, we're going to add in the silver acrylic topper just by pushing it in. Perfect. And if you want to, you could embellish this further with flowers, fresh flowers or sugar flowers, or anything that suits your theme, just depending on what you like. But I like it personally as is, just because the watercolour is so full on. I don't think it needs anything else. Thank you so much for watching our watercolour painting tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and if you want to see more tutorials from us, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.